Welcome. We are a mother-daughter podcast about all things surrogacy. Together, we have brought 8 beautiful babies into this world, and we would like to share through education and knowledge about surrogacy with those who want to educate themselves on the topic. This is Stop.Sit.Surrogate. This episode is sponsored by U.S. Surrogacy, LLC. If you've ever dreamed of helping grow a family or are hoping to grow your own, U.S. Surrogacy, LLC is here to guide you every step of the way. They are a dedicated surrogacy agency committed to supporting intended parents and surrogates through a compassionate, ethical, and well-supported journey. U.S. Surrogacy, LLC works with amazing women who want to make a life-changing difference by becoming a surrogate, while also helping intended parents experience the incredible gift of parenthood. Their team focuses on transparency, strong communication, and personalized support so that everyone involved feels confident, cared for, and informed throughout the entire process. If you've ever considered becoming a surrogate, or if you're an intended parent exploring your options, U.S. Surrogacy LLC is ready to help you take that next step. To learn more about their programs and how you can get started, visit us-surrogacy.com. That's us-surrogacy.com. And now let's get into today's episode.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Stop.Sit.Surrogate with Kennedy and Ellen. We have a wonderful guest joining us today, and we're going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead, take it away.
Hello, my name is Tayler, first-time surrogate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, our favorite question always is how'd you find out about surrogacy?
Right, okay. Do that, and then I'll jump.
So it actually goes back a little ways, till I was 17.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's kind of a long story, so I'll try and make it short. But
we love stories.
So becoming a mom has just always been like my greatest desire in life since I was a little girl. I've been like fascinated by pregnancy and just amazed how our bodies could do that and create like this new life. And it actually grew even stronger when I was 18 or 17, and I found out that I had endometriosis.
Wow.
My family doctor actually told me that I had severe endometriosis.
17?
Yeah.
You poor thing. Were you I'm going to jump a little. Were you experiencing symptoms, and that's why you sought a doctor's
Right.
advice?
So I was a late bloomer, so I didn't get my period until 16.
Oh, okay.
I can relate,
so
girl.
then,
You're
like
good.
within that year, so within that year, I started having like my periods were so painful. Even sex was painful, and I was just like, "What can we do?"
Yeah.
So my family doctor at the time, she was like, "Oh, we can do this procedure where we can scrape your lining, so you won't have your period, so that you won't experience pain." But as we all know, the lining is pretty important to carry a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she told me that I wouldn't be able to have carry my own children.
No
when I was 17.
At 17, you've got to make that life-altering
I don't know
decision?
who would tell a 17-year-old that.
That's crazy. I went to school with a girl who was told that she was like basically like infertile, like she couldn't have kids. And I remember her processing it, and that was hard. And I'm like, we're in high school. Who has the mental capacity to
literally wrecked me?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I was heartbroken. So of course my mom was like, let's go get a second opinion.
Yes,
so we
good
went
mom.
to,
Good for mom.
Yeah. So we went to the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio. I'm from Erie, PA.
Yeah, I'm from PA.
So it wasn't like that far. It was probably like 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a second opinion, and this doctor was like, you don't have severe endometriosis. It's mild.
Great.
There's like 20 to 40 spots. Severe would be like 200 to 500 spots. Like, and she's like, your tubes are clear, and that's really all you need to get pregnant.
Okay.
And so she put me on like this birth control that I would only get my period 3 times a year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it would just limit the pain. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
But still, like in the back of my head, I was like, I was scared that I just wouldn't be able to carry my own kids. Like that's just became my greatest fear at that point. So my whole life, I just kind of had that in the back of the back of my head. So fast forward to when I'm 27 and found my soulmate, Travis, and we got married and had kids, or trying to have kids.
Okay.
I was very anxious about it, but I got pregnant right away.
Okay.
Yay!
Pregnancy, no complications, healthy baby girl.
Yay.
And then 2 years later, almost to the exact day, same thing happened with my son. Took on the first try, easy pregnancy, smooth and quick delivery. So it turns out my body's actually really good at carrying delivery.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But a decade of worry and anxiety.
Yeah,
and
I truly, truly did.
You poor thing. That takes a toll.
Yeah.
But yay for your mom to be like, man,
yeah.
we're gonna get a second opinion before we do some life-altering situation here.
And Cleveland Clinic, like,
right?
Go to the best, right? There you go. Like, go to one of the best.
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank God it worked
kudos
out.
to my mom for, she knew that was not the only option.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Gosh.
So then when surrogacy came up was because when Travis and I decided we were done having kids, it was actually a really tough decision. And I always pictured myself with 3 kids. I loved being pregnant. I emotionally wasn't ready to say I was done.
Okay.
But at the same time, I didn't want another baby. We have our boy, we have our girl. Our family felt complete. But I just I don't know, I got super emotional. I couldn't talk about it. And I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me. So when I was openly talking about those feelings to my coworkers or to family members, I was just like, I don't want a baby, but I want to be pregnant again. I didn't know that Brooks, my son, was going to be my last pregnancy. I didn't treasure it.
Yeah.
I don't really even remember it because I had a 1-year-old to take care of at the time. It's just it's different. Your second pregnancy, you just don't really fully.
Yeah, you don't, because you're too busy being a mom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're too busy. So people were like, well, why don't you just be a surrogate? And I was like, ha ha, yeah, maybe. But then the more I talked about it, and I was like, well, let me look into it and see if that is something I'd want to do. Or because, I was afraid that I'd be attached to the baby, or how would I feel when the baby's gone? But then I did some research and I was like, actually, I think I'd be really good at this.
Yeah.
And I think it would give me my closure that I really needed.
Yes.
And yet I'm helping bring a little life for someone else. That's amazing. And
win-win.
So
all of it.
Yeah. That's where it started.
So cool.
That's so fun. That's a fun way for it to start.
To find out about surrogacy. Yeah, a lot of
people,
at your age, it's like, oh, I watched Friends and Phoebe and that kind of stuff.
That's the norm. That's how if my mom wasn't a surrogate, that's how I would have known. But my mom and Phoebe were surrogates at the same time, so kind of went hand in hand for me.
Right.
But that's really cool. Okay, so then you said you did your research. Good for you.
Yes, good for you.
After you did your research, where did you kind of go? Did you go social media outlets, or did you just Google it? For did you go in agency or independent?
Agency, yeah. Okay. So I actually, when I was just researching it, I tried to find some sort of mentoring group or advocacy group, and that's where I stumbled upon Surrogacy is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because they started as an advocacy group. And so I got connected with someone there, and I had my first interest call. It wasn't anything serious. I didn't sign anything. It was just let's just openly talk about it.
Okay.
Because my husband had a lot of questions.
Great.
So that's where it took off, was that first phone call. We were able to ask all of our questions,
and he was on board. I'm always interested to hear how the partners deal with it. Was he on board from the get-go, or was he are you out of your mind?
So I took him out to dinner. I had to plan a little date night, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
know,
because I
that's
need
so
to actually
cute.
talk to you.
Love
So
it.
you can't talk about anything serious with kids around.
No.
That's
So
fair.
That's great.
so I literally took him out to dinner
That's so funny.
and was like, I need to talk to you about something serious. And I
Okay.
gave him all my reasons why, and he knew I really needed that closure. And he doesn't want any more cake. He was like,
We're done.
100%, we're done.
Okay.
So he's like, whatever you need to, you
Aw.
know, get, solve whatever your pain is that you have right now, like to just,
Oh, what a
so he was
sweetheart.
open to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's the best. So he was definitely open to it, but he had a ton of questions.
Yeah.
sure.
And he was very concerned about my health, my safety,
Fair.
postpartum, all the above. So he's like, send me some articles or, send me something to read. And I actually found a podcast episode where they interviewed the husbands. I
Mm.
think it
Cool.
it, it might have been from Surrogacy is on their podcast. I'm not sure. Or maybe YouTube. I don't know where I found it at the
Yeah,
time. It was so long ago. But I found that and I sent that to him and he said that helped.
Oh, good.
that's great.
That is great.
Yeah. So yeah, since we took a few weeks, and talked about it and
Yeah.
went over scenarios. But yeah, he's my number one supporter. He's the best. He's always
So
he's
sweet.
always there to support me.
And are your kids on the younger side, or are they able to comprehend what's going on?
They just had their birthdays. They're 4 days apart.
Oh, God.
But 2 years, but 4
Okay.
days.
Oh, wow.
So March babies, yeah. So they just turned 6 and 4. So
Oh,
they're young.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of grasping there. I'm more for the 6 than the 4, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct.
And where
Yes.
where are you in the journey?
What do you mean? She's
So
already done it.
Have you done it?
I am 1 month postpartum today.
Get out. You look
Said
phenomenal.
she was a one-time surrogate.
I didn't hear that part. Maybe it glitched
It's okay.
on
It's
my
been a
end.
long
I'm
day for
sorry.
Ellen. It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Uh,
Okay, so
yeah, exactly.
1 month.
1 month
Oh,
today.
I remember this from
Girl.
chatting with you. That's right. Yes, 1 month.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You
1
look
month.
fantastic.
You look rested.
What the hell? Oh, it's glitchy. Wait. Oh, you
Oh.
look fantastic.
Thanks.
What? You feel good?
Thank you.
Do you feel good?
I feel great.
Oh my
Feel
God.
great.
Oh my
Well,
Yeah.
dive in. I want to hear it. I want to
Yeah.
like.
Okay, so you said that you were with Surrogacy is
Yeah.
when they were at the advocacy portion, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm assuming you went forward with them and like kind of like found an agency with their help?
Correct. So once we decided we were going to do this, I told my coordinator and intake person at the time from Surrogacy is so that we are ready to move forward. And so filled out a bunch of profiles and stuff. And then they presented me with 2 agency options, and one was Surrogacy is,
Okay, they were an
Okay.
agency.
and the
Okay.
other was New York Surrogacy Center,
Okay.
which are
Okay.
both great.
Yes.
Yeah.
New York's great.
So I kind of just based a decision off of the benefit packages
Yeah,
that they both
yeah.
offered. Surrogacy is definitely, I think, supports the surrogate, had more resources, had more benefits.
Mhm.
And I was already talking to someone there, so I kind of just thought it was common sense,
Yeah.
the obvious
sure.
choice for me. So I went with them.
Okay.
So yeah, they became my agency.
Wow.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so then so I was with them on my last journey. I don't think I've ever publicly said that.
Oh,
Yeah, see, like I don't think I've
No.
ever publicly said that.
No, I
You
don't think you have
did.
either.
Yeah. But I was with them for my
Yeah.
well, there it is.
Hey,
Surprise,
there it
everyone.
is.
But unfortunately my last journey didn't work out, but that's for other reasons.
Yeah.
But so when it came time for you to look at profiles, how did that go for you? I wonder if it was different.
So they only gave me one profile at a time.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the same as me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based on a
So I
wish
was-
list that you had given them ahead of time. And what I say by wish list is just kind of what you were looking for in a couple, not like, I want the
Yes.
lottery. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And like they do, I mean, I had to fill out a bunch of stuff. It was very detailed. My profile was intense. I had to write a letter, to my future intended parents, which was kind of hard for me because I don't really like to brag about myself or talk myself up,
Weird.
like it's weird to
Yeah.
talk
It
about
is
yourself
weird,
and
yeah.
Toot
this
your
is
own
your
horn.
story. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, pick
yeah,
me, choose me,
Yeah.
love me. Like,
Right.
right.
yeah.
But
Did,
so then so actually I signed with the agency on October 9th
Okay.
of 2024.
okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then my profile went live December 27th,
Okay.
right
Right
after
after
Christmas.
Okay.
Yep.
And I got my first profile the next day on the 28th.
Oh,
So
wow.
like literally the next day.
Wow.
And so I had 24 hours to decide if I wanted to move forward with them into a match call
Okay.
or pass and
Okay.
wait for another profile.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the same as yours, but
I only met with one
Um,
person.
yeah.
I only chose one person to meet with. I don't remember the other steps. But so did you
Did you
like
choose that
Yeah.
profile?
did you
That was
like the first profile?
Whoops.
sure did.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
So they were the first profile.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I must have read it like 20 times. I was just
Oh.
so curious.
Oh.
And then I tried to find them on social media, of
Oh,
course.
so funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta do the
But I
research.
couldn't find them. I only know their first names.
Okay.
Right.
But I did my best.
Wow.
But yeah, then we had our match call uh January 18th.
Okay.
Wow.
And we had so much in common. They're the same age as my husband and I.
Wow.
So we grew up knowing like the same shows and movies
Yeah.
and pop culture, and we're both obsessed with our dogs. We brought our dogs into the Zoom call. They got to meet.
That's awesome. And how
They-
far away are they? Like in
oh
proximity?
yeah, so that was my next thing. So they checked all my boxes,
Mhm.
except for location.
Okay.
So I wanted someone close.
Okay.
I wanted, I don't know, I just thought if they were more local or closer to me, we would have more of a close connection.
Yeah.
They are in LA.
Oh, heyo.
Okay, so still
Yep.
states, so still state within the states,
It's
not
still
international.
still
Okay.
state, just
Okay.
completely opposite sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they thought the same thing. They were like, they thought that they wanted someone close so they could go to all the appointments and be
Right.
really involved. But
You matched on
they
every other
just
level. You matched on
right,
every
and then we
other level.
matched on every other level. It was just a
Yeah.
location for the both of us that we were
Yeah.
just like, oh no. But after the match call, we clicked right away.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing it for anyone else.
Right?
It just seemed right.
Yeah. You feel it in your gut,
So
right? Yep.
you do,
Yeah.
and I was really nervous. I even told my husband, I'm like, don't like fall in love with the first people you meet. Like,
Oh,
I know you. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll do this for you.
oh
Like,
my
this is
God.
great. So I was like trying to like downplay him,
Yeah.
yet it was me. After the call,
Yeah.
I like texted my coordinator, like, yes, like without even
Aw.
talking to my husband.
So
So
sweet.
cute.
So yeah.
So did
And
you
then they said yes to right away. So we matched like that night right after the call. So
so that's in January, like January
yes,
match call,
January
right?
18th. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So then of
Of 25.
2025. So things are moving
Yes.
kind of quick if you're 1 month
Yes.
postpartum.
Yeah.
It sure
Things are
did.
moving fast. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you go to LA to their clinic to like get cleared and stuff or okay.
Yep. So yeah, right when we said yes, in January, um, I flew to LA for the medical clearance on February 16th.
Wow, that is fast.
Whoa,
So, like,
that's less
1
than a
month.
month.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that was great. My husband came with me and we got to meet them, that they met us at the airport. We spent the whole day together.
Sweet.
It took us to all the fancy places, all the cool spots. We've never been to California
Yeah.
before, so
Oh,
They
fun.
were amazing tour guides.
Oh,
And then the next day we went into their clinic
okay.
to see their doctor, meet their doctor. I was medically cleared in like a week after that, like the 27th. We got cleared.
That's
Super
great.
nice.
That
And
was
they already
great.
had embryos created? Yeah.
No,
No.
Great question,
What?
Mom.
Then this is
no,
even crazier. Then this
Yeah.
is even
no.
crazier how fast this is.
And I didn't even know that was like a thing
Okay.
until later when I started like listening to your podcast like
Yeah.
crazy and like learning that most people wouldn't really match with someone who
Right.
didn't have embryos yet.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that was not on my radar at all. I
Wow.
didn't know that was like a big thing.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Gee
So
Wait,
Louise.
so
there
I have to back up. So the
Yeah.
agency, nobody was like, hey, so they don't have embryos created, so this could take
Oh boy.
longer. Like,
So I think it was mentioned in our match call that they didn't have
okay.
embryos, but like to me just didn't mean anything. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah, sure.
know
It wasn't like
Sure.
that
harped
it
on. Like
is a
this
very
is
long process. Yeah.
right. Okay.
And being new to
I'm sure
surrogacy,
it
yeah.
was mentioned.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
So then I'm going to ask, do you do fresh or frozen?
no, so it was frozen.
Okay. Okay.
It was frozen. So their egg donor had her retrieval a week after I
Your
was
clearing.
there
Okay. Okay.
in,
So they were on
in
top of it.
February.
They had an
Okay.
egg
So
donor.
she
They
had
just had to get
hers.
the retrieval. Okay.
Yeah, they were ready. Yes,
Got
yes.
it.
It was all in the works. They just didn't have any yet.
Got it.
But yes, her retrieval was around the same time I was there in
Okay.
LA.
Wow. That's a busy
And
week
so
for them.
then they ended up having four healthy embryos.
Yay. That's great.
Oh,
Uh,
that's great. Did they test them?
four,
Yeah.
they had them tested,
Okay.
and there were three boys and one girl.
Oh, one girl. Are they going with
And
the girl?
they only want a girl. So
Really?
pressure was on. I
Whoa.
was so nervous.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
but luckily their girl embryo was the healthiest. It was a double A or four
great.
double A, whatever the
Awesome.
grading scale was. She was like the top one.
Meant to be.
No way.
Meant to
Totally
be.
meant to be. I just got the chills. That's so
Yeah.
fun.
So
Okay,
when do you
so
transfer? No, I'm asking. When do you
no, no,
transfer?
no, you're not
Ah,
asking because I was about to say before we jump, because Ellen
ah,
likes to jump.
whatever.
What was your med protocol,
Oh, yeah,
Ellen?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Med protocol. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
So Meg protocol. I had to get on birth control first
Yeah.
because they wanted to just make sure they could track my cycle.
Right.
Sure.
So that wasn't fun. I hate birth control.
Okay. I feel that.
But then, yeah. And then we ended up doing a mock cycle, an
Oh,
ERA done,
okay.
because since it was their only girl embryo, they wanted to just take every precaution and
Got you.
get
Totally
the
fair.
best outcome. So,
Yeah.
Got it.
so I had to do my protocol was estradiol injections
Okay.
every 3 days, then proestrogen and oil shots
Okay.
daily. And then I also had to do oral pills for progesterone too.
Okay.
Cool. So no suppositories?
Okay. Those are messy.
Nope, I did do suppositories.
Ugh.
All right, I take my cheer
Yes,
away.
yes,
Sorry.
yes. But I
You weren't
honestly
a
did,
huge, they weren't
didn't
like
really affect
annoying to
me.
you.
Okay.
Okay. You're
Can
one of
I
the
back
lucky ones.
can I back up
It
just a
was
teeny bit? Just a teeny bit. And wait, I'll wait till we unglitch. There we go. Because you had
okay.
all these concerns ahead of time and then you ended up getting pregnant on your own with your two kids, like boom, boom, no problem. Did your endometriosis like right itself? Did it stop? Did it, because technically that, it keeps going, right? And it keeps getting worse and worse. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I
yeah,
had to show all of my uh
record.
paperwork and all that
Yeah,
and send it to the clinic, and the
yeah.
clinic checked, and like I don't know if it's still there or not, to be
Okay.
honest.
So you're not
Um,
having like major symptoms like you were before?
no, so it's
Good,
probably better,
good. Yeah,
but
Yeah.
great.
yeah,
Okay,
not
excellent.
as painful. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
And that
Okay.
was never a concern for the parents or for the clinic.
No.
Yeah,
That's amazing. No, that's great.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
that's awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
I just think that first doctor was just not really like on it. Yeah.
No idea.
No
No idea.
here. Whatever.
Don't know who would
Whatever.
suggest that, but
Jeepers. Okay, so you do your medications for the mock. So is your did you get to stay local for your mock? Or did you have to fly out?
no, I had to fly back out to LA,
Okay.
Okay.
which was nice. I got to
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah. The nice
Um,
sunny weather.
I went
Connect with
back
them again.
by myself this
Okay.
time.
Okay. Okay. And then after that, you got like the A-OK to go forward with transfer.
Yes, so the mock cycle went great. My lining was good, everything checked out. So we kept the same protocol. Um, after I got my cycle, so it wasn't until May, end of May, we started the cycle or the meds again. And transfer was on June 2nd.
And
Oh,
are you
wow.
giving yourself your own shots or is your husband helping?
So in the beginning, I wanted to give my own shots. I wanted just myself. And I did for a while,
Good for you.
but the PIO shots are just they're hard to get in the right spot.
Yeah.
And I just could never get it in straight and it would hurt and bleed.
Ugh.
And so I asked my husband to do it finally, and he did it, and I felt nothing. I'm like, wow, okay. Well,
Awesome.
then you're going to continue to do
Yeah.
this. But but since with the time difference, my doctor wanted me to do them at 6 a.m. Eastern time, or Pacific time. So Eastern time, that's 9 a.m.
Oh, that's right.
I'm a
Backwards.
teacher, so like I'm already at work with my
Oh.
students.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a high school special ed teacher. I teach students with autism spectrum disorder.
Aw, bless your
Bless your
soul.
heart.
So my classroom is like self-contained. I have 6 students. There's actually 4 autism classrooms in my school. And each
Wow.
classroom has one teacher and 2 paraprofessionals that help.
Okay.
So we have a lot of coworkers, but we're all very close. And one of my coworkers, him and his wife went through IVF twice for their daughters.
Oh.
So he was a pro at the shots.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I was like, well, if you don't mind, can you do my shots for me?
I love that.
That is so fun.
cool. Oh
Shout
my
out to him, man.
Shout out to Greg, yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
I was like, can
awesome.
you ask your wife, is that okay?
Yeah.
And I asked my husband, we're all like, we're all adults here.
Yeah.
So sweet. Oh my gosh.
So he gave me my shots every morning at 9 a.m. in a classroom. Yeah.
That is so
I've
freaking
never
cool.
heard that before, where coworkers got involved. This is a first. That is very cool.
Coworkers got involved. They
So
were,
cool.
they were big
It takes
supporters.
a village.
It does.
Right?
It takes
Sure
a
does.
village.
Yep.
Wow,
Sure does.
that's so
Awesome.
interesting. I guess I could understand why they want you to do it Western time because you're going
because
to
she
be
was-
transferring Western
Yeah.
time.
Right.
But like also couldn't we just like bump up the transfer? Like do it different time.
Probably, but like I don't want to mess anything up because
No,
it was
no,
a
yeah.
really girl embryo, and
For
I'm like,
sure.
I'm going to do it exactly at the time that I'm supposed to.
For
Yeah,
sure.
oh no, 100%. I'm
For
just like, oh, how
sure.
funny. Like everything is real scientific here, like down to the
Real
minute.
scientific, yeah.
How
Yep.
crazy.
So did your husband come with you for the transfer?
He did, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then do you
So-
have to do bed rest? Or is it just the day of the transfer and you go home?
He told me not to like, do a lot of walking or not to do anything like crazy. So we just took it easy. We just got dinner back at my IP's house and
Okay.
hung out there for the day.
Oh, nice.
Did they get to be in the room for transfer?
Yes, so just one.
Okay.
Was it mama?
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Was it mama? The mom?
Oh, I did it for 2 guys.
You did?
Yeah.
Yay!
I figured.
I couldn't quite figure it out, and I was like, okay. Oh God, that's hard. So
Yeah.
who got to pick?
Yeah.
Well, how did they pick? Who was
Well,
going
so
in?
that's a good point. So one of my IFs, it was his sperm. So
Okay.
then the other one was able to come in the transfer room.
There.
Okay. So they knew
So
whose
they both kind of had a special moment.
biological. They
Yeah.
knew whose DNA was going to create this
Correct.
baby.
So
Okay.
Sometimes
right.
they spin it and they don't know. It's
Right.
like, yeah,
Right.
They
like
knew.
guessing
Yep.
game.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Oh,
So
that's
Yep.
cool.
cool. Oh, how
Can,
fun.
can I ask, was that on your wish list? Was for a same-sex couple or yes, thank you. Okay.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
I actually only wanted a same-sex couple.
Me too. I only did it for three
Yeah, I
same-sex.
know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, yeah, for personal reasons, I'm sure you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
But like for me, I felt like I for a heterosexual couple, surrogacy is like their last option. Like they had to go through years and years of struggle and heartbreak and loss, and I just don't think I could have handled that pressure, all those emotions.
Sure,
I
for
Yep.
I
sure.
just wanted to like, enjoy every little moment and be
Yeah.
so happy. And it's like your first baby and enjoy all those moments. And,
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that,
you know,
Taylor.
with the
No.
gay couple, to have a biological child, that like is the only route. Like I'm
Yeah,
giving them something that otherwise they wouldn't be able to do, you know?
100%. That's right.
correct.
That
Yeah.
is right.
Yeah.
That is
I've
right.
done it for both. I've done it for same-sex a heterosexual couple, which we all know how that went, but that's just that journey. And
Mm.
then a single mom, which I really, really never, ever, ever in a majillion years would have thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna do this for another woman. Like, no way. And it's the journey that crushed me because it's the journey I wanted the most.
The
So,
most.
it is true though with the same sex couples, they were just like, okay, you're great today. See you later. And I was like, cool. They're like,
Oh
you know
yeah.
things. You're a girl. You
Right.
do the things. And I was like,
Exactly.
I
They
got you.
trusted me completely.
yes,
Yes.
exactly.
And that's
It's
huge.
it's a different for me, I personally
You guys are
felt
frozen.
the different level of trust like right away. Like there was just like, boom, I
Yes.
do trust you automatically. Whereas the heterosexual couple, it was like we gotta kind of like warm up to
Yes.
it, which I completely
Yes.
understand
Yeah.
because there is
I
a
get it
family
too.
element.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
of the journey. Yeah.
absolutely.
it
How they got there. Yes.
definitely was easy breezy for my two same sex, and they lived
Yeah,
international, so
same. Yeah, they trusted me completely.
which is so
It was
great.
so
So
nice.
and
So
so
great.
when you transfer, is your children 3 and 5?
2025.
They are.
Yes,
Yes.
they
Okay.
were. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And do they know what mom's doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I talked to them before, transfer even started. Right when I signed up, I got the kangaroo pouch book.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with
Yeah.
that
We
one.
know that one.
Yes.
Yep.
Purple book with the kangaroo.
Yeah. It's cute.
Um, Yes. So I
Yeah.
read that one and then gave like the analogy of, if your neighbors were trying to bake cookies and their oven broke, they're
Yeah.
going to come to your house, like to our house, and they can use our oven, but we're not going to eat those cookies. They're not our cookies. They got to go back. Um,
It's
and
a great line.
my daughter, like, she understood, which was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Um, and they were involved in the whole process. They watched Travis give me the meds in the morning, like the shots. They were there. They were my little sterilizers. They'd wipe my butt cheek
How
and then wipe it
cute.
afterwards and give me a little band-aid. So they were involved from the very beginning.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sweet. And did they get to meet the couple before baby was born?
Yeah, a handful of times.
Oh, cool.
Um,
So they came to see you. Okay, so let's get into
yeah,
that.
yeah,
How
we can get into that.
you have transfer. It's a yay, clearly.
Yeah.
It stuck. Yeah, she stuck the
Okay.
first time.
Did
Yep,
you get to tell them it was a yay, or did the clinic do
Nick, tell
that?
them. Yeah.
I did. I did.
Yay!
I love
hmm
when that's a
hmm
thing.
Did you
I
do it a
knew it.
fun way?
So I told them that I was gonna take some tests and that after the 5-day mark that I would let them know if they wanted to know.
Okay.
And of course they did.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it was so hard with the time difference because I found out 3 hours before they were awake.
Oh my God.
And so I'm
Oh,
just like sitting here waiting and I'm like, text me when you wake up. And
So
of course
cute.
they called and I was at gymnastics with my son because it
Yes.
was in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry. And then so when we got home, then we called and I showed the positive and we were all crying and it was
Oh,
amazing.
how
sweet.
sweet. Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
that's so
Love
awesome.
it.
So how does your journey go? Like,
How's it
how
going?
is your
Yeah.
first trimester? Is it kind of what you thought it would be because of your two personal pregnancies, or is this like different? Are you sick
Because
or
of
not
men.
sick?
Yeah, it was an easy pregnancy.
Great.
And luckily, um, since transfer was in June, it was summer, so I was off work for the first
Oh,
trimester.
Oh,
nice.
So
great.
that was perfect.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
perfect. Because my fatigue was probably the worst this pregnancy than my other two.
Yeah.
sure.
I don't know if maybe that's because I'm older, but
I think the meds have
um
something to do with it too.
Totally
and
the
meds,
meds.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Mhm.
true. So I was definitely more fatigued with
Okay.
this one.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Good for
first
you.
trimester was great. They flew here for the 12-week ultrasound.
Okay.
So they got to see their little
Oh.
girl up on the big screen for the first time. That was
Oh, did
so
they lose
cute.
it? Did they just
Yeah, and
lose it?
especially because her hand's just like this in the ultrasound. And like she was basically waving to them. It was the
Oh
cutest
my
thing. It
God.
was
That's
so cute.
Gosh.
adorable. That's so
Yeah.
fun. And is so far as is like the journey kind of what you imagined? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yep.
cool. So cool.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't imagine us to get that close, like, but
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
And
That's a
then they
bonus.
they even flew my family out to the baby shower that they
Oh my
had.
gosh, no way.
Yeah, my whole family got to go to the baby shower.
That is so
That's,
cool.
I'm sorry, that's
It
same-sex
was.
males. That's awesome.
Okay,
It is.
how did you feel like being there and like were people just in awe of you or like did you
Yeah.
feel like awkward? Like did you feel like Queen Bee? I don't know.
How many months are you when there's this baby shower?
I was very nervous. What?
I would be
How
too.
many months are you with this baby shower? Because I know like third trimester you probably
Um,
can't fly.
it was 20 weeks.
Okay, okay. They did it early.
Oh, they
Okay.
did
They
it
did it
early so that
early.
way
Well,
you
because you
could
can't
be
fly.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. And we actually did it in Atlanta, Georgia. It's where one of my IF's moms live. Moms live. So it was like
Oh,
their childhood home. So I went to his
Oh,
childhood home.
are you
So cool.
kidding?
wow.
This is magical.
Yeah.
I can't. It's
You guys
magical.
have
Oh
such
my
a
Yeah.
God.
So I got to meet his parents.
Cool.
Um, yeah, met his parents and then met his siblings, and their kids were there. Um, their best friends, their neighbors.
wow.
I thought I was going to be like the center of attention, but I wasn't. Like it was very like
Normal.
we felt very comfortable. My
That's
kids
awesome.
even felt comfortable, which
Oh,
says a
great.
lot
It
because
does.
they're very like reserved, shy kids. But they bonded with my IPs like right off the bat.
That
They
speaks
bonded with the
volumes for them.
parents. Like they felt so comfortable. They're
Yeah,
just great people.
that speaks
Um,
volumes for them. Yeah,
so
that's
then I
awesome.
wasn't really nervous anymore.
Oh, good for
And
you.
everyone was just, asking me like why.
Yeah.
Some actually didn't know that it wasn't my egg. Some actually thought it was my egg.
Oh,
And I'm like,
sure.
Wow.
oh, no, it's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not
right?
my baby. So I don't know if they just didn't like share every detail with everybody there. There were like
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
people there.
Yeah.
And that's a
So there were a
fair
couple of moments where I
assumption.
had to
Yeah.
say like, no, and like
Yeah,
this is
right.
the first time. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
It
funny.
is.
I love
Oh,
it that they included you in the baby
Um,
shower and the family. That
so
that
sweet.
Same.
these
Yeah, it was
people
definitely one
sound
of the most memorable moments of the
gee,
Oh
whole
my God.
journey. Yeah.
awesome.
That's so sweet. Okay, so
And then
that's oh sorry, go ahead.
Yep. So then after that, the next week was actually the anatomy scan. So they
Oh,
flew
okay.
to me the
Gosh.
next week. So we got to see them like back to back, which
Yay.
was great.
Yeah.
And they actually stayed at our house that time.
Oh,
Fun.
So yep, they stayed with us. So that was even better.
so cool.
Um, my kids are obsessed with them.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
And,
that.
and they just spoil them. Every time they come over, they're always giving them gifts and playing with them. And they're
It's a
just such
family journey.
sweet, sweet guys.
It's the right way to do it. I mean,
It
I'm not to say to
is.
spoil them, but it's the right way to do it. Include the whole family.
Yeah.
Include the whole family. They
Yeah.
definitely did that.
Gosh. So great.
Yeah, and anatomy scan was great. Like she's growing, she's healthy. Um, my my OB, he didn't really like I know I'm his patient, and that was one of the hard things I think for this whole journey was tell people, like reminding all the doctors, like I'm a surrogate, it's not my baby. If you have
Yeah.
questions, like
Right.
here's their parent, like you need to ask the
Mm,
parents.
right.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that. He kind of like ignored them
Oh.
and didn't really say hi, asked me all the questions, and I was just like,
Oh,
it wasn't a
That's
great time.
yeah,
that's
that's
And
awkward.
unfortunate.
I felt really bad because they
Yeah.
flew all the way here. They were
Yeah.
looking forward to having these cool pictures and announcing it on their social media of like what they were doing,
Yeah.
and they didn't end up getting that. The pictures were okay.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah.
That
I don't
makes me
like
sad.
that. Oh, yeah, I don't
That
like
makes
that.
me
That's
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah, it was disappointing.
so is this
But I
the
mean, she was
same?
healthy,
Yeah.
all good there.
Is that the
Um,
OB who takes you through
so
to the
then for
end?
Christmas,
Is that the OB that takes you through to the end, or is there like a
I
group of OBs?
actually there's a few doctors in my at
Okay.
my practice or whatever. So I didn't see him again.
Okay,
I
Okay,
good.
went
good.
Good.
to another
Good.
doctor.
Good
Yeah.
for you. Okay. That's what I was going to hope happened.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Good.
So I did not have
Okay.
him again.
Fabulous.
So then for Christmas, I went and did a elective 3D ultrasound scan for them for Christmas since they didn't get their good pictures. So I
Good
surprised them
girl.
with that. That was awesome. They called me bawling their eyes out. They were
Oh
so happy.
my God. So
So
sweet.
Yeah.
sweet. I did that with for each of my couples too. That's why I
Yeah.
was gonna
Did
ask.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
well, two of my couples, because they lived internationally. So like they
that's
couldn't
right.
be here
That's right.
anyways. And I was like, this will be so fun. So oh, I
That's
bet they
really
just
sweet.
absolutely adored that.
Yeah.
They
So
did. They did.
fun.
And like my whole family went to the ultrasound too. Like my kids were there. They got to see the baby
That's
and
cool.
it was great. It was
That's
great.
so cool.
That
That
is
is
sweet.
Um,
that's December.
so yeah, then after that we didn't see them until it was time for
And
baby to come.
how soon do they
So
come? Like how many weeks prior to?
so they rented a Airbnb for a month.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. Good
Wow,
for
So they
them.
arrived 2 weeks
Okay.
before the due date.
Okay.
Okay.
We all were hoping she was going to come early,
Yeah. Well,
but she didn't.
She had other plans.
more time to spend together, gotta look at the bright side.
But in hindsight, we were all like, this is actually the best scenario, because they actually had a lot of family come to visit during those 2 weeks before the due
Okay.
date. So I
Oh.
got to meet the other intended father's mom
Oh,
and his sister,
so
Aw,
fun.
so sweet.
That's really cool.
and they have 2 kids. So they all came to my house, and like our kids were all playing, and we spent the day together.
It's really,
So that was at
really
that
cool.
point I met like almost everyone in their family. It
Right.
was really, really
And this
Wow.
special.
and this is all this bonus stuff that you don't realize you're going to get
Yeah,
as a surrogate,
exactly.
right?
You
And you just
don't. No, you don't.
they're just like enveloping you in this huge hug
Yeah.
that in this case it sounds like it's going to last your lifetime. Like
Yeah.
they sound
Hmm.
like you guys are keepers, like everybody's like keeping together. That's what this sounds
Yeah,
like, but
that's the
that is
plan.
so cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
does she come late or
She comes one day late,
okay.
but I
Okay.
asked to be induced.
Okay. Okay.
I was induced with both my keepers
Okay.
at 39 weeks at around that time.
Okay.
I don't really like to go past 40 weeks. I think the babies get like too big and
Yeah.
complications happen. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Baby's like, they're cooking, they're good.
Yeah.
Let's just get some Pitocin and get this show
So
going,
you're no stranger to Pitocin and you're like, I know what it's
No,
going to do to me.
my
Okay.
body can
Great.
handle it.
Great.
So I'm like, I'm fine. Let's just get induced. So we went in at like 7 a.m. The guys met me there. We all walked in the room together. They
Oh,
stayed with me the whole time.
so sweet. I love it.
Um, yeah, and then got Pitocin. I ended up dilating from 5 centimeters to 8 in like 40 minutes. It was
Whoa, she
wild.
was ready.
I had an epidural, so I didn't feel a thing.
Good.
Okay. Wow.
So we were all just chilling. We were just one of the guys was reading like a little parenting book out loud, and we were all talking about
So
the
cute.
newborn phase and
Oh,
just having
precious.
fun. And then the doctor came in and was like, all right, like it's ready to push.
Way.
And the guys actually made a playlist
Oh,
and they
love
really
it.
wanted to know like what song she was gonna come out to.
Oh my God. I love this story. I can't.
Wait, this is really, really cute.
So
This will be for
cute.
her forever song. What
Was it,
song did
isn't
she
she
come out
lovely?
to?
Did she come out to Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder? Like, I can't.
She came out to, so it was funny, like we got to put on songs too. Like I got to put in like some of my favorite songs, and there were probably like 50 songs on here.
Okay.
I actually don't know the song. Like I personally don't know the song that she came out to. It was one of the dad's favorite song though. Like that was like
Oh,
his favorite song. And then when she came out after 3 pushes, I mean,
Oh,
you go,
girl.
girl. That's your fur
literally three
baby.
pushes,
Wow.
she was here.
It's great.
Jesus.
And she was placed on me first,
Oh,
so they could like clean her up and he
Okay.
could cut the cord. So
okay.
when she was placed on me, my favorite song started playing.
No
And I was like,
way.
oh my God, we were all like looking at each other like, how cool is that?
Very
And
cool.
then the other dad, he was ready for skin to skin. So once the other dad cut the cord, she went right to him for skin to skin, and his favorite song started playing. Like,
No,
no joke,
Come
back to back
on.
to back. It
there's
That's
was
amazing.
wild,
no.
That's
like wild.
amazing.
This
That
little
is,
girl
Yeah,
is like a little fairy wizard.
she
oh my
is.
God.
She's perfect.
Oh
So
my
It
how long,
was
gosh.
it was
how long,
insane.
how long was your labor,
Insane. We
Taylor?
talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
What was that?
How long was the labor? You said 7 a.m. you go in. When's she born?
5:20.
Oh, pff,
Whoa.
girl.
Girl, I envy you. That's the
Yeah. Are you,
dream. And you were
wow.
induced.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
More power to you.
Dreams.
My God.
Yeah.
So they got their own room, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So then we each got our own rooms. They're right next to each other,
Oh,
which was
Okay.
great.
yeah.
We asked for that. Yeah, and I pumped for them in the hospital. So they got colostrum for her.
Okay.
She passed all of her tests like with flying colors.
Good for her. Good for
Amazing.
She
her.
was so healthy.
Aw,
Amazing.
good
Did
girl.
your
Good,
kiddos
great
get
girl.
to come to the hospital and meet her? Or did that happen at like the Airbnb before they left?
So my mom brought my kids to the hospital and I got to see her in the hospital, which was so nice.
That's
That's
really
so
cool.
sweet.
Yeah,
Because they need that. I don't
Closure.
say
they do.
they just need not the closure, but just the end of it. Like it's
Yeah.
in the belly, now it's out, like baby's out. You gotta see it. Gotta do it. Wow. That's magical.
Yep.
I
That's
can't.
really
This
cool.
is, so
Oh my
do you all get out at the same time or do they have
It
to
was.
stay longer because of her?
Um,
Okay.
I was out the next day.
Okay.
I didn't really have any complications. I didn't even tear, so I wasn't really losing a lot of blood or anything. So she was like, "Oh, you're kind of free to go." So I left the next day, and then they stayed an extra day, and then they came home because she had to get some extra tests done just because they're flying her in like 4 days later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they needed like some more tests done and for the doctor to like sign off that she's okay to fly.
So sweet.
Um,
I'm
so
just
but
curious. Oh, go ahead.
so they were still here for like 4 days after she was born.
Okay.
So I still saw them every day. Then they came to our house on their way to the airport, and so my daughter got to hold
So
little
sweet.
baby Row. Yeah, so she was able to hold her, and that was really, really precious.
So
How
sweet. Were
sweet.
Yeah.
they just natural parents?
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
they were.
they seem like they
Yeah.
just fit right in. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, she was also a very chill baby.
Oh, that's
Aw.
I
cool.
mean, her cry was even like so soft.
Oh,
Um, she had no issues with bottle feeding and sleeping. Like they were like, she's perfect. So,
oh.
and she's been that way ever since. She's passed all of her tests. She's such a chill baby.
And she did
They
okay on
lucked
the
out.
flight? On the flight back? That's like, 6
Yeah,
hours. Yeah, good for
yeah,
her.
yep.
Wow. And they're just like in their newborn phase. This baby's what, 1 month old?
Yeah.
Today, 1 month
Oh
today.
my
Yep.
gosh.
The
Months
19th,
today.
February 19th,
How
March
are they
19th.
doing? Are sleep deprived, but they're good?
They have a night nurse
Oh,
for 1 month.
yes.
I would too. If I could, I would.
Power to them.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
it. Everybody
So,
should get a night nurse.
I mean,
yeah,
that's the hard part,
It
that
right?
is
is.
the hard part.
That's
And
the
so,
hard
yeah,
part.
they're able to wake up every morning and,
Be refreshed.
have
Yeah,
that energy to take
Yeah,
care of a newborn. And
for
they're
sure.
texting
absolutely.
me at like 5 in the morning. I'm like, wow, like, good morning.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
cute. Oh
They're
my
ready to
gosh.
go.
Oh my gosh.
So it
Hmm.
Wow.
sounds like it's everything you wanted it to be, was
And
it?
more.
Yeah. Like
It
dream.
was everything
Dream
and
journey.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
and more.
Dream
Seriously, a
journey.
dream. Like, it was perfect.
That's so cool.
Are you thinking I gotta do this again?
I know. Like,
You know, I definitely can understand why surrogates do it again and again.
Sure.
Because even when I got to hold her like right after delivery and 15 other times after that,
yeah.
um, like I didn't feel anything. Like I felt nothing holding her, but that felt right at the same
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Um, but then like I just couldn't stop looking at them. Like I was just catching myself constantly staring at them. Like,
Yep.
look what I just did. Like it's a
Yep.
very, very powerful feeling. Like
It is. It's addictive. It can be very, we talk about
so
it a lot. It can
I
be
get
addictive.
it. I
Yeah.
get it. Um,
It's
but I
amazing.
was doing it more for just like my closure, and I
Yeah.
definitely got that.
Did you get, I was going to say, did you
Uh,
get it? Good for you.
I did.
Good
Yeah,
for
I
you.
enjoyed every moment of it. It was perfect.
Awesome.
So I will probably won't do it again, unless my IPs want
A sibling.
another
Oh,
one, because
yeah.
For sure.
I will not be able to say no to them.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
And like the likelihood, even if you wanted to do it again, like, right, like the likelihood of finding this
This.
a journey that stands up to
This is
this,
like
like,
poster child journey for surrogacy. Sorry, but it is.
Right.
This is
yeah,
beautiful.
Right. So like
you can't
I'm
get
so
better
no,
than
there's no
this.
way I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have that again. Like there's just no
Right.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just
Unless you have it with them. And
right.
yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm going to say it again. What a testament to your IPs for being that incredible of two human beings.
Yeah.
I,
They are.
I,
They
I don't
truly
even know
are.
them and I'm in love with them.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
seriously.
They were just in
Yes.
it to
For the
it
right
was never
reason. Yeah.
well, it was never transactional for them. They were
Correct.
in it for
Never.
every
Family.
reason and every part of what surrogacy
Is.
literally is. Like
Yes.
that
Yep.
is it's
And
yeah.
Taylor was too. I just
Yes,
And that's what
exactly.
we both wanted. We both were
Mhm.
upfront about that and we're like, we want
yeah,
to be as close as we possibly
I
can.
love
And
that.
that's what we
stars
got.
Oh
aligned.
my
I am
gosh.
so happy for all of
I
you. Like,
know.
so I'm getting like the little chilly bumps because I just,
Yeah.
you hear good stories, but
Yeah.
you don't hear these phenomenal, magical,
Yeah.
wonderful, made in the stars stories. And
Yeah.
lucky you
Yeah.
to get to treasure that for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And share it
Yeah,
with
it
us
is.
because seriously, it can happen. It can
It
Yeah.
be that
can.
way.
It
It can
can. I mean, I
happen.
had no idea what I was doing going into
Right.
this. I don't know
Right.
anyone who was a surrogate. I had
Right.
no idea.
Yeah.
I
And look
just
at your
trusted the
story.
process
Yeah.
and it all worked
That's the
out. It was
word,
meant to
Taylor.
be.
Trusted the
I
process. That's
trusted.
it.
Yeah, I
That's,
did.
and you were
Wow.
upfront about what you needed and what you wanted
Mhm.
and why you were doing it. And they were
Yep.
upfront too.
Yep.
They
Wow.
were.
Oh
So
my
cool.
gosh.
Mhm.
This is like so what a
I
feel
love it.
good
Oh,
story.
this is a
Like
feel good.
Yeah,
we'll be on
Yeah.
a
it is
high
a
for a
feel-good
solid hour
story.
after this.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing all of that. This is really awesome.
Seriously.
It
Do
really
you
is.
have advice for any like first time surrogates out there?
Um, my advice, obviously do your research, but honestly, I've had a few people reach out since all this because I did share my journey on my social media.
Yeah.
And I had some people reach out and be like, "Oh, I always thought about this. Like,
Oh,
what do you
cool.
like advise me to do?" And I honestly tell them about your podcast
Aw,
Oh,
thank
you're so
you.
because
sweet.
Sweet.
it's incredibly helpful,
Oh,
informative. I learned everything,
Oh,
everything.
oh, thank
oh
Like
you.
my
truly.
God,
That's
Taylor.
so sweet. Don't cry.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Like
That's very sweet.
no, seriously. I mean, we got into this literally never ever. We say it all the time. We got into this literally just being two people. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm going through mental trauma with this last journey. We got to talk it out. Let's just throw it out there.
Just do it.
And then people were like, we want to share our stories. And to think
Yep.
that we would be here like
Going on 5.
we're going
Yeah.
on like five, well, season 6, and like how all of these stories, everybody trusts us to come share them
Yeah,
and wants to
that's
help get
huge to
the
us.
Yeah.
information out
Huge.
there and bring education. And like
Yep.
this podcast wouldn't exist without everybody.
No,
So
it's a
Right.
village.
Right.
yeah,
You say it
it's a
again. No,
village.
huge village.
It
But
Yeah.
is.
And
yeah,
this is so fun
But
because I'm just like I am on cloud 9 right now, and I didn't even do the journey. I didn't
I
even do
know.
the freaking journey. It's like,
Totally living in a
yeah,
jealousy bubble
yeah,
over here.
that's
yeah,
how I feel.
God, so awesome.
Yeah,
It
I
really
know.
is.
Oh my gosh. Wow,
Congrats to your
Taylor.
IPs. I don't know if they're going to watch this, but whoever you are, congratulations. And
Yeah.
you seriously
Yeah,
scored
I told them.
Taylor.
Yeah, they're excited to listen.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
so
Mhm.
sweet. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations to
Yeah.
everyone. Congratulations to you, your family, your IPs, the little baby
Yeah.
girl who just
Yeah.
knew what
A baby
songs to come
girl.
out to
Right.
for each
That's
individual.
amazing
She's
to me.
like, I got
That's
all
crazy.
3 of you down. I know you people.
Yeah.
For real, yeah, that
So
was amazing.
crazy. So
Wow.
amazing.
Well,
Anything we missed
yeah,
that you want to hit on? Anything that we didn't? Because sometimes we jump. We're sorry, but that's what we do
not sometimes, all the time.
all the time. Whatever
Um,
that you think's
Not
important.
really. I know you guys always ask if like my children were
Yeah,
negatively
that's a great one.
affected by
Yeah.
But it seemed like
surrogacy.
they
Yeah.
were
It
pretty
seems like
Well,
they
great.
obviously I
weren't.
already talked about it. Definitely
Yeah.
not. They
No.
gained 2
Right.
uncles.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely
Right.
not.
Is that what they call
Oh
them?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
so I was given the name Aunt Taylor, which was so
oh
sweet.
my God.
Um, yeah, and they wrote us cards afterwards. They even sent us gift cards to Disneyland to come
Oh my
visit them.
gosh, how
Um,
nice.
so
Are
we're gonna make that trip this year, so we're very excited
that's
So
to get back
fun.
there and see them.
these IPs, man. We would love to hear their side of it.
There
Like
goes my
I
mom.
love
She's like, I'm gonna pitch it.
because
Jesus Christ.
honestly, to educate more IPs, these guys seem phenomenal. They
Yeah,
do.
Run a master's class.
They do.
yeah.
All right, I'll stop
Oh
boasting.
my gosh.
Sorry.
Well, no, seriously, thank you, Taylor. And thank you
Yeah.
for reaching out because like
Great.
it
Yeah.
this is like a beautiful, 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 even if it wasn't beautiful, but like thank you for being a beautiful story.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
so fun.
it was. And I just wanted to remember it. So it's
Yeah.
nice that it's so like
And
clear
it's
in my
gonna be
head
here
and so
forever.
fresh.
It's
And
gonna
now
be
it's
yeah,
perfect.
so fun.
It's perfect.
Aw.
Well,
Well, thank you
congratulations.
so
You did
much.
an
Yes,
awesome thing.
congratulations. Yeah.
You did an
This
Thank
was
you.
awesome thing.
a delight speaking with you. I hope we can
Yes.
talk with you more in the future.
Yeah, same. I'll talk about anything, any topics you got.
I
I'll be
love it.
Perfect.
back.
Love it. Well, then we'll reach out.
Yeah.
So much,
Awesome.
Taylor. This was great.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Have
Have a great
trip.
night.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was great.
Like what?
Magical. That's all I have
Like
to. It's just magical.
It's just so pretty. Like
It
it's
can
just
happen.
so
But of
pretty.
all the agencies in the world and all of the intended parents in the world, those paths align.
Right. No,
It
I
can
know.
happen. It happens. I'm not. It's
No,
beautiful.
obviously it happens. Like that was the
So
journey
thrilled.
that I dreamt of because of the
Yep.
journey I saw. This whole time I'm like, oh, it's the
Right.
triplets journey all over
Yeah.
again. Like,
Right.
because it's just,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and you did how many journeys? You did 3
I did
journeys
3.
and you got that once.
I got one.
I did, I guess you could say 4 journeys and I
Yeah.
got that 1.5 times. Like, you know,
Yeah.
or so I feel
It's no
kind of.
guarantee. Right. It's no guarantee.
Yeah. So,
So I'm
gosh,
thrilled.
I did-
Thrilled for all of them.
Oh yeah. So
So thrilled.
sweet. Oh my gosh.
And she's given the name of Aunt, and her kids get to call the IPs uncles.
Uncle.
Like, if that's not a bond in a family, boom, it is.
They all were upfront, honest. They knew what they want. They each side knew what they wanted out of it, and then they went for it. And they were
Yep.
like, "No, we're
committed.
all gonna jump in." Yep.
Committed. Yep.
Yeah.
And the fact that they
Oh.
invited her and the whole family to the baby shower, I'm like,
Oh, I couldn't be more jealous of this journey.
So
It's
sweet.
just so sweet. I could
whole
watch
story.
this on a movie. This
Yeah.
is the movies that they should make.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cute.
come on, Hallmark. Ay, ay, ay. But no, thank you, Taylor. This is
Yes.
beautiful. I'm gonna be on a high the rest of the night. We told you that. So if anybody has any questions or stories they would like to share, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Stop.Sit.Surrogate or at our email at Stop.Sit.Surrogate@gmail.com. And this has been another episode of Stop Sit Surrogate with Kennedy and Ellen. Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everyone. Thanks for listening.
Before we wrap up, a huge thank you to our sponsor, U.S. Surrogacy. Their support helps us continue to share real stories, educate our community, and connect families through the incredible journey of surrogacy. Thanks so much for tuning in to Stop.Sit.Surrogate, where every story matters and every journey is worth sharing. We'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link to our YouTube channel in the description. And be sure to also check out our children's book, My Mom Has Superpowers, sold on Amazon and Etsy.